So today I really wanted to talk about a issue that I see a lot of people running into as far as recovery wise, and it ends up being sometimes with addressing weak point trainings after your main movements, you might run into an issue of the fact that you might be working some sort of area that you're weak in, lagging behind a little bit physique wise, etc., and you might be working it a little too hard that it affects recovery for subsequent workouts later that week. This is especially evident to people who run like a bro split or something like that, or people especially who are even running powerlifting splits where you might end up working with a higher frequency, like benching 2 to 3 times a week, squatting twice a week, etc. One of the ways that you could address this for yourself is, instead of really loading up on the work on those weak points, maybe just add a few sets in a day. Nothing that's going to really end up fatiguing you for the next workout. That's going to just add a little bit of volume here and there, and that's going to be able to kind of build on itself for weeks to come. So think about it from this perspective. Let's say I'll use myself as an example because I haven't done any incline pressing movements in about 2 years up till today, basically. And I think that something like that might be able to pay big dividends for my bench if I end up being a little bit more consistent with it. So one of the things that I'm going to start to implement is just every day that I am benching, a little bit after, I'll go over and do some incline dumbbell work for 3 sets of, let's say, 8 reps this week. Maybe next week it'll be 3 sets of 9 reps, 3 sets of 10 reps, subsequent weeks, up the weight, go back down, or either up the weight or up the sets. Anyway, regardless, the volume is slowly increasing there, as opposed to somebody who might make a full-fledged day out of just hammering that part. So let's say you are benching 3 times a week, but after one of those sessions, you really decide to go hard on your incline pressing. So let's say instead of the 3 sets that I was doing, I decided to do something like anywhere from 8 to 10 sets, to the point where I'm really feeling it in my chest and my shoulders and my triceps at the end of that workout, and I feel like I got a lot of work done. While that's going to be good in the moment, it might not be so good as far as recovery-wise, getting prepared for your next bench press workout, especially the fact that you're doing it 2 to 3 times a week. What you got to do is start thinking in terms of weekly volume instead of the amount accumulated in one session. Maybe instead of doing those 8 to 10 sets in that one session, if you manage to be able to break it up into 3 sets per session 3 times a week, or 4 sets per session 3 times a week, you're going to end up with more cumulative weekly volume than you would have just adding it in that one day, and your recovery is going to be much better. So there's nothing wrong with being able to just chip away at something a little bit each day, just as long as you get a little bit of stimulation, and as long as you're just forming basically your volume around your recovery needs. And same thing goes with cardio, same thing goes with pretty much any other type of movement you're going to be doing just to be able to facilitate greater main lifts. But just something to think about. That's all I got for you guys today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.